lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to this Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail. Now, today is a little bit more of a tender day for everyone. I'm one of your hosts in studio here, Maddie Evans, but it is September 11th, which means it's 9/11 today, and so we just want to send our condolences to anyone that was personally affected by this tragedy that took place in our country over 20 years ago. It's not one of those easy things to talk about, and so we're putting all of our love and good thoughts and energy out into the universe just a little bit extra today, and make sure that you do so as well, because you never know how this day may affect someone. We've got a really busy show in store for you for the next hour. We cannot wait to spend it with you. I'm going to teach you how to make my world famous Oreo truffles, because they're one of those things that everyone loves to get out there and enjoy. They're very rich, they're Oreos, and there's chocolate. I mean, it's the best of all worlds coming together. But if you are looking for some things to do today here in our community, there are still events taking place for you to get out there and enjoy. So one of which is my absolute favorite. It is the farmers market over in Vail. Now, they've got a lot of things going on. There's a bunch of vendors, there's great food, there's live music. It's just one of those activities that you can get out and enjoy here in our community, and so make sure that you do that, especially as we're going to start to see those wind down. The last one is on October 2nd, so you need to mark your calendars and get out there and enjoy the last few. Now, I've heard some great things about the peaches still. I was out of town last weekend, so I didn't get my hands on any peaches, but you can get your hands on them still. You got to get there a little bit early, not only for the parking, but for the peaches. So make sure that you check out the Vail Farmers Market. Now, there's some other activities taking place over in Vail and Lions Head area over the course of the weekend. Oktoberfest has been happening, and you can still get over there and enjoy that today, because it is a ton of fun. And with these warmer temperatures that we've been seeing, fingers crossed things start to cool down just a little bit, because we're also going to be talking about your dog safety in these high temperatures a little bit later into the show, only because it's really important that you keep your furry friends safe. But we want to see these temperatures cool down, and there's no better way to do so than with a great drink over at Oktoberfest. Enjoy the live music that's taking place over there and all of the festivities. If you've not participated in the Stein hoisting yet, well, that's still an option for you, not only this weekend in Lions Head, but next weekend in Vail. The fun continues. We saw Underground Sound Series kick off on Friday, and that's going to continue throughout the next few weeks. So make sure that you check out the valarpac.org and you buy your tickets to that, especially as we are seeing that. And with these warmer temperatures, going to the Valar Center is so nice, because it's underground, it's always cool in there, it's always comfortable, and you'll absolutely love it. We're going to take a look at that local weather forecast, and like I said, we've got a really fun show in store for you. We're going to be doing some shopping in just a little bit. Whether you need any new or used gear, Transition Sports is your one-stop shop for all you need. They've got some great shoes, skateboards, they've got consignment deals on some incredible items, so we're going to chat with them in just a little bit, and then we're going to do some shopping over in Vail at Pano. Maybe you're looking to update your jewelry, your wardrobe a little bit. Maybe you need a great dress with these warmer temperatures, since we still feel like we're in summer. Well, then they're your one-stop shop for all you need. So we're going to take a look at that local weather forecast, and then when we come back after the break, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring or fall, you're home in the rocket that has it all, y'all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee is brewing and you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. One of the things that's so important to me is the health and safety of my pet. Now, I've talked about Beatrice a lot. I bring her onto the show sometimes. She's the best angel dog anyone could ever ask for, but she's really big and she's really fluffy, and I'm very grateful for her double coating to help her stay cool through these warmer temperatures. But something that we do want to talk about and address is we do not have a full on-service all the time, round-the-clock emergency vet here, and so it's really important that you keep your dogs nice and safe. And one of the things that you need to be doing, and especially since we saw this big huge heat front make its way in, is check the pavement before you allow your dogs to walk on that hot asphalt. Now, you can always do it with your palm. If you cannot leave your palm on that asphalt for more than like 5 seconds, your dog should not be walking on it. If it's hot to the touch where it's uncomfortable for you, it is 100% uncomfortable for your dogs, and this is something I'm such a freak about. I will walk down in my sandals, make sure that I get there without Beatrice first, take my shoes off, walk on it for a second. If I'm uncomfortable, that means that B is going to be very uncomfortable, and it's really important that you take care of their paw pads because that's where they help regulate a lot of their temperature. And so if you have a dog that's double coated like Beatrice is, it's also really important that you do not shave them throughout the summertime. These double coats are a technology that are so incredible, and these dogs just like have it built in, where if you shave that off, then it's going to change completely their temperature regulation from what evolution has given them. So it's really important that you take such good care of your pets. Now, I know that Bee has cow skin, which means she is pink with black spots all over her, and she has a nice big pink spot on her nose. She has to wear sunscreen. Like, I put human sunscreen on my dog so that she doesn't get sunburnt, she's not uncomfortable. But if your dog does start to show signs of overheating, there are some things you can do. Get to a body of water quickly. That way they can just cool down completely. Now, if they get their coats wet and they just soak in that water for a second, it will help them regulate their temperature very quickly. And as we see these warmer temperatures progressing, I know that this time of year, Bee starts to molt a little bit, and so she's starting to lose that summer coat that helps her to start growing in her winter coat. And now it seems like it's a little bit too early for this to be happening, just because, oh my gosh, it is so nice and warm out there right now still. And so as Bee gets nice and toasty, I know that she either has to get inside to the cold ground where she can lay down and cool her internal temperature off, or I need to get her to water. And we just actually recently had an experience in the car where she started to get so hot in the car, even though the AC was on and we were driving, but she kept wanting me to roll down the windows, and of course I did it because I love her and it makes her so happy. But then it was blowing all of that hot air into our car, and as that hot air was sitting in the car with us, even though the AC was running, she couldn't quite get her temperature regulated. So I had to get her out of the car, get her into cold water, and then have that AC blowing on her. And so just make sure that you're taking care of your fur friends, because we love them so much and we want to see them live and thrive as best as you can. So check that asphalt. Don't leave your dog in the hot car right now. Even if it's just for 15 minutes, it can be so damaging to them. And the warning signs for overheating for a dog is excessive panting, excessive drooling, and once you start to see that, you need to help them start to cool down, because they're trying as best as they can to cool themselves down internally with that panting. And so it's just important that you're prepared if anything does happen. We've got a lot of great water resources here. Just let your dog go lay in the water, but also watch out for those standing bodies of water. There's some algae that's growing in them that can be detrimental to your dog. So you always want to take them to the moving water, any of the rivers, any of the creeks. That's a nice place to just let them cool down. I'm really sorry that I'm such a nerd about my dog, but I just love fur friends, and I think that everyone should take the best care of them possible. So make sure that you're caring for your fur friend. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
I recently just had an incredible opportunity to go over to Transition Sports and learn about all of the great things that they do. Whether you need to consign some of your old equipment, whether you need to buy some equipment, maybe you've got a growing kid at home, this is a great way to do it. Or maybe you're getting into skateboarding and you need to kind of update your stuff, whether it's your trucks, your bearings, your wheels, whatever it is, your grip tape, they can do it all over there. So let's go see what Transition Sports has to offer. If you need to get out and do some shopping for all of your summer needs and even your winter needs, well, Transition Sports is the perfect one-stop shop where you can get some great deals. And I'm standing here with the owner, Stafford. Thank you for meeting us.
Hey, Maddie, thanks for coming down. Appreciate it.
We love coming in here only because there's so many good things. I have already picked out personally like 4 items that I have to purchase now before I can leave. And so you guys have a lot of variety, a lot of options, and we're standing outside right now with all the bikes that people can get their hands on.
Absolutely, yeah. We have a great selection of used bikes, so they're going to be on consignment. They will be for sale, road bikes, mountain bikes, kids' bikes. We have chariots and trailers and that sort of stuff as well. So a little bit of everything.
Which is really nice. And then, of course, you've got the rental e-bikes, which right now, these are the hot commodity. Everyone wants to get their hands on them. And especially because it's that time of year where maybe it's a little bit too warm to be pedaling. And that electric assist is so nice.
Absolutely, yeah. If you hadn't had a chance to try one of these e-bikes yet, they are great. They let everybody kind of get out on the same pace. Grandma can come out and ride with the kids. Everybody is out doing it together. So great opportunity to get the whole family out.
Which makes it nice and convenient. And then the consignment bikes are super nice, especially because getting your hands on bikes right now has been so hard, as it's been an industry that has just totally taken off and is exploding in the best way possible. And so if people are interested in getting their hands on a bike, or maybe if they're just starting to get into something like mountain biking or road biking, you guys have options.
Absolutely, yeah. Great option without having to buy a brand new bike. You can figure out if it's something you're into and then put more money into it later on if it's something you decide you like.
Exactly. So it's that perfect like one step inwards. Now, as we take our way inside for all of the fun that you can do in here, there's some great things that you can shop in here. You've got so many great options. And whether you want to look for a new longboard, or maybe let's talk a little bit about disc golf, because this is something that's a huge hot commodity here. And it's really hard for people that don't maybe know a lot about it to get into it.
Certainly, yeah. Disc golf has really gained popularity over the last decade. We're seeing more and more courses pop up all over the place, and it's a great option for people that have maybe played golf in the past, but the greens fees are a little out of their range these days. This gives you the same thrills, but once you have the discs, most of the disc golf courses are free, so you can get out there and get a chance to get a nice walk in and try all the different the options that we have here.
And our cameraman Nick was talking off camera, and he was like, I need a mid-range driver. And I did not know that you could buy different discs specifically for what you're doing.
Certainly, yeah. A lot of people don't realize that, but the reason there are so many is because the discs kind of act like clubs, and you will have certain discs for certain shots, and you have to have that disc in your bag if you end up in that situation.
Which is really cool, and this is something that, especially here in Colorado, has been taking off. Now, let's make our way backwards a little bit, just because there are so many other great things in here, like the consignment, which this is a huge aspect of the business that you guys do and that you participate in, helping people, whether they want to get into skiing and snowboarding and get out on the mountain for the first time, or maybe get into camping.
Absolutely. Yeah, down this aisle here, we've still got a little bit of our winter stuff out. This will change during the summer depending on how much summer stuff we get in. So sometimes you'll see more or less winter stuff out during the summer. But right now, we've still got some new jackets from last year, some consignment stuff, some boots. So still an opportunity to get outfitted if you're out here in the summer but want to get some equipment for the winter. There's always a chance we could get you set up, which is great.
If you're looking for golf items, you can get those here as well, and you guys are taking these in on consignment, so you've got a lot of options.
We do. We'll have full sets and sometimes just individual wedges as well as individual drivers. Sometimes there are bags for sale. We've got shoes, balls, so a little bit of everything.
Everything you need you can get right here, which makes it so nice, convenient, because we lost a lot of the sporting goods when Sports Authority left, like you said, and now it's nice that there's just one-stop shop for people to be able to get it, and nice and convenient.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're excited to be able to offer what we can. We can't fill in for everything that we lost with Sports Authority, but we try and have the things that the families will need when they come into town.
Which then, just looking around, you've got such a plethora of options. So we've got everything from lacrosse to golf to even some motocross, and then you've got ski helmets and you've got tube rentals. You just have so many options here.
Yeah, we do. We try to have a little bit of everything. So when you come in, we hope you can find something that will be what you're looking for.
And then let's make our way back just a little bit more, because you've got so many options, and there's camping gear, and then there's skis, which this is kind of the big thing right now as we're getting ready for winter and people are getting really excited to gear up for the ski season, or maybe climbing. That's a sport that's taking off hugely here as well.
Absolutely. Again, a little bit of everything. So we're going to have some more summer stuff like the climbing equipment as well as camping equipment. There'll be fly fishing equipment as well. Again, it depends on any given moment as to what we'll have. So we're really low on fly fishing stuff right now. So if you've got any, feel free to bring some down and we can get it moved for you.
And then as we're making our way one more time through the store to get to the skateboards, which is such a cool spot in here, there are so many great options and it's a ton of fun to just get in here, explore, wander around, and see everything that you guys have to offer. How can people consign some of their items here?
Well, we take stuff in every day, so anybody that has got stuff that they're interested in bringing down is welcome to stop in between 10 and 7. We'll take a look at what you got, and we will figure out if it's stuff we're interested in. Once we have it, we'll get it priced out, and we'll send you a list of everything you brought in, and then we'll mail you checks as it sells. So it's pretty simple.
Which makes it nice and convenient, and especially, I mean, it's that time of year where maybe jobs are slowing down and people are in a pinch for some extra cash. This is a great way to get it.
100%. We definitely have helped more than one person in the valley out when they've been in a pinch.
100%. All right, now let's make our way over to these skateboards because this is a really fun section and you won't find anything else like this here in our valley.
Absolutely. We're the only skate shop in town. We have a full service skate shop. You can build a board from scratch. We've got completes already built. So if you've got a kid that's getting ready to go into one of the local skate camps, we can get you outfitted with the pads, the board you need. If you've been a long-time skater and just need individual pieces, we've got that as well as shoes and pads. So again, full service skate shop, everything you need, one stop.
One-stop shop, which makes it nice and convenient because then you can come in here, you can get everything. And I like the customization aspect. Like I'm looking at those pink and blue trucks right there and I'm like, those are so cute.
Well, if you want to build a skateboard, we can get you set up after we finish.
Oh, perfect. That's exactly what my family wants to hear is me getting on a skateboard is like quite possibly maybe their nightmare. So if people are interested in coming and shopping here and getting all this great information and maybe picking up some of these great consigned items, where are you guys located and what are your hours?
We are down here in Chapel Square, so that's 240 Chapel Place. We're right in the corner next to the Pod Hotel. We are open from 10 to 7 every day.
And if people are interested in maybe just coming, exploring, and then consigning, that's super easy. Do they need to call you before they can come in with their consignment items?
No, we're taking stuff every day. If you have a very large amount, you may want to call first. But, if it's just a carload full, that's pretty much fine every day, 10 to 7.
10 to 7. And then, of course, the rentals of bikes. Those bikes go quickly because they're electric bikes and people love to get their hands on them. So if people are interested in those, can they call and reserve them ahead of time?
Absolutely. I do recommend calling for the e-bikes because we do tend to rent those out a little bit ahead of time and won't always have availability. As well as the one-wheels. Actually, we rent these out as well. So just like the e-bikes, if you'd like to go out on one of the one-wheels for the day, same deal. Really fun. If you haven't had a chance to try one, they are a great way to get around, hands-free, really intuitive, super fun.
Which that is a sport that I would be interested in, but my balance, like I said, between the skateboarding and the one-wheeling, I just don't think I'm cut out for it.
Oh, Maddie, we've got everything you need. We're at the store for you. We've got pads. We can get you set up.
Oh, man, can you teach me how to do it, too?
You know it.
Ah, perfect. Okay, so if people are interested in the one-wheels, they should call and reserve those as well?
Absolutely.
And that's something that you can just get out there, enjoy, kind of rip around. It's like skateboarding, but a little bit more intense.
Like skateboarding, like snowboarding in the summer almost. So if you're missing your winter fix, this is a great way to get it.
That's how I've been coping with missing skiing is getting out on my rollerblades.
There you go. Yeah, very similar.
It's nice and easy like that. And so you guys are here all the time. People can come in. You can also get your puppy loving when you come in here because Timber is here. And look at how handsome this employee is. He is such a good boy. He comes, he gives you loves, he gives you hugs, and he's just really here to make sure that you're getting everything you need. Do you guys have a website where people can get more information?
Absolutely. Transition-sports.com. It's got all of our information as well as our location there. You can even view our consignment inventory if you go to the website.
Wow, that's a lot of information. Stafford, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to chat with us. Give us all this great information, and thanks for what you do here in our community.
Hey, thanks, Maddie. Really appreciate you guys coming down.
We love to come in here. This is a great spot to go shopping. No matter what you need, I guarantee they have something. And if not, they'll keep their eye out for you because they always have stuff coming in. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring or fall, you're home in the rocket that has it all, y'all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee is brewing and you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. One of my favorite things to do is give you some really fun recipes because I'm a terrible cook. I know that, my mother knows that, everyone who knows me knows that. And so I like to find these very simple recipes that are really easy to make. And so today we're gonna make Oreo truffles. This has been one of my favorite recipes since I was in high school. And people that I make them for, if you like rich and sweet and chocolate and cream cheese and all of the yumminess, Oreos included, well then this is something that you're gonna like. So for my ingredients, all I have, and it's super simple, is I've got a package of Oreos, just one pack. Make it super easy for you to use, and that way it's nice and convenient. You just have to crush the one pack here in the food processor, and you're gonna keep some of that to the side, and we'll go over that in just a moment. Then I've got my white chocolate chips, as I'm gonna melt these down, and I'm gonna dip the Oreo truffles in them, just to kind of give them almost more of a cake pop-like feeling. Then of course we've got one single thing of cream cheese. This is gonna make it nice and easy. The worst part of it is having to mix the cream cheese. So to get started, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the food processor, which if you don't have one of these, then you can get some anger out by putting your Oreos in a bag, smashing them up, and if you leave those little chunks in there, it's really good because then it gives it a little bit of a crunch. So I'm gonna open my Oreos, and we're gonna start to place them in the food processor. Now because I have a food processor and I'm a little bit cheating, it's gonna make it nice and easy to just get that really fine, kind of like sand-like texture with the Oreos, and you just leave all the filling in there. Make it super convenient for yourself. The food processor was a money move. So Mom, if you're watching, thank you so much for this wonderful gift because it has helped me a lot in my baking endeavors. So we're just gonna turn this on for a second, get everything all nice and crushed in there. It's a little bit loud, sorry about that. You can see that it turns into that nice like powder texture. We're gonna keep going with this. We're gonna do all the Oreos. The entire pack of Oreos is gonna turn into this nice dust. And then we're gonna put some in this little cup to the side, and that's to garnish it after we put the white chocolate in there, because that's what's gonna make it super nice and delicious. So we're gonna just pulse it again. Get them nice and ground up. There's still a couple really big chunks in there, but we're just gonna keep adding more, then we'll let it run for a second. I've let my cream cheese kind of warm up. That way it's nice and easy to like manipulate into the Oreo mixture that I'm gonna soon have once I get this all nice and ground up. All right, let's see. Yeah, that looks perfect. And like I said, those bigger chunks that are in there, oh man, it just does a little bit make a mess, but that's okay because everyone here expects nothing less than that from me. This is always my struggle too. Okay, we're gonna take this guy right off. Now we're gonna grab our nice little cup. We're just gonna take a little scoop of this and put it right over to the side because we're gonna need this later. Then we're gonna take our blade out and dump the rest of the Oreo mixture into the big bowl. And this is going to be where we're gonna mix everything together. I'm gonna drop this in the sink really quickly. Then we're gonna take our cream cheese that we have. Like I said, it's been sitting out for a minute, so it's a little bit warm, a little bit more malleable than it would be if you just freshly pulled it out of the refrigerator. We're gonna open this up. This is my least favorite part because if you've ever watched me cook in this kitchen, I absolutely hate when things get on my hands. And so this is like an act of love. These are a labor of love from me with the cream cheese. You drop the whole thing of cream cheese in there. You only need one of them because it's gonna make it super rich. And I'm gonna put my apron on for this because I'm gonna start to panic, and then when I start to panic, I'm gonna have to wipe my hands on something due to the fact that the texture thing really just like psychs me out a lot. So we're gonna mix this all together. and you just like mash it right in there. Then once you have the mixture fully complete, this is the worst part. Once you have the mixture fully complete, then you are gonna let it sit in the refrigerator for a little while, harden up. You're gonna turn it into some nice little like cake pop like balls. And then after that, we're gonna dip them in some nice melted white chocolate. Then you're gonna freeze them again to just make it nice and cold. And that way they're melting. These are really good for like Thanksgiving or birthday parties or whatever. See, look at how disgusting this is. This is my least favorite part, like I said. Oh man. But once you get it all mixed in there, oh, this is so bad. It's like I can't. I'm trying to smile on my face, but it's not my favorite thing. I need to get taller. I should have worn heels. Get it all mixed in there, and then, like I said, you'll just let it cool down. Once it cools down, then we can turn it into the balls and just make our delicious Oreo truffles. And I have friends that will like ask me to make these for their Thanksgiving parties or if they're having like a housewarming party, because they're super easy. You can just grab them and go. I'm gonna continue to mix this, and then once I get this all nice and mixed together, we're gonna place this in the refrigerator. We're gonna take a short break. I'm gonna wash my hands, and then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna have to touch this all over again, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Earlier this week, we had the opportunity to interview an absolutely incredible nonprofit here, the Education Foundation of Eagle County. They do so many wonderful things for our school system, and they always have some great fundraising opportunities taking place, and you can always just donate to them directly, but they have a very fun fundraiser taking place right now, and we got some more information, so let's take a look.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Liz, and I have some beautiful ladies, cowgirls, on the sofa with me this morning. They are from EFEC. This is Tessa Kirshner, and Wendy Rimmel from EFEC. Hi, ladies.
Hello, how are you?
Thanks for having us. I am so happy to have you. And first of all, you look so adorable. You do. You look so cute, and I'm really happy to have you on. I know you're dressed up for a specific, exciting event that's coming up, but EFEC stands for Education Foundation of Eagle County. And if anybody lives under a rock and they're not really sure what EFEC does, can you give us a little small synopsis as to what the organization is all about?
Sure.
You want me to go?
Sure. No, we are the primary in-school teacher fan club and support. We also do a lot of work for our students, but what we know is that teachers in front of our kids are the #1 factor for student success, and so we want to provide them with everything that they need to be the best that they can be.
That's beautiful. I really believe that teachers, aside from our parents, shape our lives. I mean, they have such an impact. I remember some teachers that I had growing up, they gave me more advice sometimes than my mom did because I spent more time with them.
Exactly.
And they really do, if you take a moment to care about the teacher who already cares about you, there's so much more that can be accomplished through all of that.
We know that how integral our teachers are to not just our schools, but our community. And we really saw that during COVID. I mean, it was our teachers who kept our community going. They kept our kids in school here in this county, which was rare for, across the nation. They took care of our kids. They kept everything moving forward, and they were our frontline workers. And so we just deeply respect all that they do and for our community and for our kids. And so we just do everything we can to take care of them and look after them and thank them for all their amazing work.
I think it's such a wonderful thing. They do not get enough credit. They do not get paid enough in my book. Yes. I'm sorry to say. But really, like you said, during the pandemic, they were doing so many crazy things. They were coming up with unique ideas to get the kids learning. They would go by people's houses and just stand outside. And it was just amazing what the teachers here did. So thank you both for being there for them. Were either one of you ever a teacher?
Definitely not
never.
a teacher.
But you were students.
Well, I think that's one of the reasons why we admire them so much is it is a profession that it's difficult. It's a hard job. Not a lot of people are going into the profession, and it's something I think we look at each other and say, wow. I mean, really, wow. It's not something that I could do, so I will do anything for those teachers who have taken such good care of my family and my son. So.
But such mad respect. It really is. They deserve everything. And I'm so glad that you guys are here for. EFEC also takes care of the students as well. You know, you guys do a great job. But something is coming up on September 25th on a Sunday. And it's at Four Eagle Ranch. Let's hear all about this exciting thing that we have, because it hasn't been since 2019.
Yes, we are back. We are back live. We are so, so excited to be back. So this is its 32nd year.
Wild West Day. We need to say
Sorry,
what it is.
Wild West Days.
Wild West Day.
Wild
West
West
Days.
Wild West Days is back. So that's why what we're here to talk about today. We're so excited. It's a great, great community event that brings together all of the elementary and preschools. And it's out at Four Eagle Ranch, and we have free games and pony rides and food and lots of great things. There's some really great special activities, and so it's just such a great community event. In 2019, we had about 3,000 people come, and just seeing all the little kids dressed up in their Western gear and having such a fun time out at that beautiful, spectacular place. We're just so excited.
The cool thing about it is it's a fundraiser.
Oh,
it's a
and that part,
fundraiser that puts money directly into our elementary schools, kids' programming and curriculum, and it gives teachers the opportunity to buy tools that they need to just, like we said, be the best that they can be. So it's a big fundraiser.
Yeah, the money is split between each school's PTAs or PTOs. So then each of those schools get to decide how they spend that money, and we've raised some pretty significant money in the past, and so we're hoping to do that again this year. So,
Gosh, you're adorable, altruistic, and everything else. I can't stand it. And there's 9 schools and preschools that are going to be involved in this, correct?
yeah, throughout the whole school district.
It's
so.
the coolest thing. We all come together, we band together to hit our community one big time. You will start to see kids out there selling raffle tickets, so buy your raffle tickets. We have amazing prizes donated by Vail Resorts, Wishes Toy Store. Toy Store.
I love Wishes.
So much fun. So buy those raffle tickets and win some of those prizes.
I think it's so great. And I know they can go to efeg.org to get all the information.
EFEC.
Oh, did I say EG?
Yeah.
What am I doing? EFEC, you guys.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just so excited. So tell me about some of the activities that are going to take place over at Four Eagle Ranch.
Oh my gosh, the games and our trading post are a huge hit with the kids. $7 to get in. The games are free, and they include anything from a potato sack race, slime eating contest,
Toilet paper toss. Football toss and fishing. And for each activity, the kids get a little coin, and then they get to go to the trading post and pick out a prize. And
pie.
Yeah.
I'm dying right now.
That's like one of my favorite
Look
pictures.
at the anticipation on that boy's face.
They're just having so much fun out there. So for each activity, they get a little coin, and then they get to go to the trading post and pick out toys. And that is so much fun to watch that happen, because, of course, there's some pretty serious deliberation that happens on which one they should choose. But you can see the great big smiles that all the kids have. It's just a great and fantastic time. We really encourage you to bring your family out. Bring the whole family out and come and enjoy.
I just think it's amazing. There's all the little fun things that they're doing. I'm watching all the videos of the great fun ring toss, and okay, pie faces is my favorite. Absolutely, look at the pie faces. But what I really see is community. I feel like what this does is bring everybody together. This isn't just something that you go, you do, you say hi to people and move on. This looks like everybody gets together, joins hands, just has such a great time, and the experience of it being a little Western style and everything like that, they get a little bit of heritage involved.
Exactly.
And they learn a little bit of something, but for the most part, it's all about fun and raising money so it can go back to the incredible cause that you guys are doing.
Well, we really get to, go back to our Colorado roots and put our cowboy hats on, celebrate where we all come from, and at that great place. We are so grateful to Four Eagle Ranch and all that they do for our community here, and for allowing us to have our event out at this spectacular place every year. And so it's a great and fun day. We really encourage you to come join us.
I absolutely love
10
Four
a.m.
Eagle
to
Ranch.
3 p.m.
10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yes,
taking
the
place
time.
on Sunday, the 9th, correct?
29th.
29th. I'm getting it.
Oh, sorry.
Sunday, September 25th.
We're all a mess today. Sunday, September 25th, you guys. You've got to get over to Fort Eagle Ranch. I want to thank you, beautiful ladies from Effect. You are wonderful. I wish I brought a cowboy hat today. I feel very underdressed. Thank you, ladies, for being here, and thank you so much for the wonderful thing you do for the community, the schools, and the teachers. Bless you. And one more time, where can people reach you guys to find out all about the event?
efec.org, efec.org.
See, I let her say it this time. Thanks again to the beautiful ladies from Effect. This is Liz on Good Morning Vail on TV8.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Now that we've done all of the steps, I've already pre-rolled, TV magic, my dough into the nice little balls that it's gonna stay in. We're heating the chocolate up, and we've been doing it in intervals, continuously stirring it, that way it doesn't get burnt and or clumpy. So we're gonna pull this out of the microwave, see what consistency it's at now. Make sure it's nice, it's creamy, it's got the perfect consistency to pull those out, get them nice and dipped into the chocolate, and especially just because we want this to be very easy to just maneuver those right in. So I left those in as long as I could, only because the thing with the cream cheese in there is they'll melt very, very quickly. So we're gonna pull these guys out of the freezer where I had them just to kind of cool down as much as I possibly could, because like I said, once that cream cheese gets in to the heat or it gets into the melted chocolate, it definitely starts to break down just a little bit. So having these nice and frozen helps, and then you just drop them in there, roll them around, super simple, get them nice and coated. Sometimes it's easier to use 2 spoons, sometimes it is not. Then drop them right back on to your parchment paper. Oh, I missed a spot on that one. And then with the Oreo that you kept, you're just gonna nice and sprinkle that on there for the aesthetic factor of them. Sometimes I like to melt the dark chocolate too, and then that way I can just make it nice and easy and just drizzle the dark chocolate above the white chocolate, and then they look super fancy and like someone spent a lot of time on them. So you can see it's just super easy. Oh, I'm making a chocolate mess over here, but that is A-okay. And this is all it takes. It's super easy. Oh, that one doesn't look that pretty. I didn't realize that I missed that whole side where the spoon comes off. Sometimes it doesn't go as planned. You can see my shapes of my Oreo truffles are all different shapes and sizes though. I like to keep it sporadic just because sometimes I'm like, wow, I just want a little one. And sometimes I'm like, I could eat my whole body weight in these. So I like to keep that guessing game basically going, but you can already see that even just for the few minutes that these have been out of the freezer, they're already starting to get a little bit soft, and when they get soft, they crumble, and then they make your white chocolate not as beautiful and white, but it's super easy to do, and they're delicious, and then they're cold, so you have a nice cold treat. You just continue to do this step until you're done, but you can also do things like, I have a really good recipe for a homemade peanut butter glaze. It's super easy. You can just find it online. It's also like 3 ingredients. And once you make the peanut butter glaze, you could drizzle that on here and kind of make it more of a delicious like peanut butter Oreo truffle. It helps that the cutting board that I have this on with the parchment paper is nice and cold too, to just kind of keep them formed while I'm going through this. But once it starts to cool down, that chocolate gets hard, and then it has a nice little shell to it, so they've got a good crunch to them. They're absolutely to die for. But the other thing is you have to keep them cold when you're not eating them, or else they do just kind of totally disintegrate due to that cream cheese in there. Oh man, that has a lot of chocolate on it. All right, I'm gonna put this one right up front, but I'm gonna keep the side where the spoon comes off away. And then of course we're gonna drizzle it with, or sprinkle it, I should say, with some of the Oreo crumbs, and it's that simple. And you can see that the shell on these is already starting to get nice and hard, which just makes them so delicious, nice and tasty. I'm gonna make one of the camera guys come on here and eat one of these with me in just a second. You also have to watch out if you are someone who maybe like bites into them directly, that they don't get in your teeth if you're at a dinner party, because sometimes that happens, and then you've got nice Oreo in your teeth. But it's this simple. So the recipe, one more time, all you need is 1 package of regular Oreos, 1 thing of cream cheese, just an 8-ounce little box of cream cheese, and then whatever kind of chocolate you want to melt on them. Like I said, you can always do that milk chocolate with the white chocolate. You could go back and forth. You could dip half and half, whatever it is that you like to just get these nice and delicious, and that makes it super simple. And then sometimes I like to do the nice drizzle over top of them with the other color of the chocolate to just keep it kind of fun and a little bit unique. Oh look, that has a big chunk of Oreo. That's perfect. Okay, camera guy shook his head. He does not want to come on camera and eat these with me, but it's that simple. And then we're just gonna cut into this one. You can see that they're a little bit hard still, but just like that. Whoops. Nice and delicious right there, and you can see what the contents of it is. It's totally like a truffle that you would buy in the store. These are super easy to make. Recipe, one more time, final time I say it. All you need is white chocolate, Oreos, cream cheese. That's all it's gonna take. Super simple. It takes about an hour because of the freezing, but other than that, they're amazing and they're so delicious. So make sure that you check this out. Now we're gonna go check out Pano over in Vail because they've got some great jewelry, some great clothes, and just great shopping all around. So let's go introduce you to Pano. If you're shopping in Vail, there are some really great places to stop by, and what's better than a family-owned boutique? And we're standing in Pano right now with Nikita Apostle. Good morning, Nikita.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for letting us come in, and thank you for dressing me this morning.
You're very welcome. You look wonderful, darling.
I absolutely love this. The texture is so perfect for summertime. It's nice, it's light, it's airy.
It's wonderful, and it's great for, you can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can put heels with it, you can wear it with a sandal. And it's a new line that we're carrying out of Miami.
Which makes it really fun because this is a family-owned business. So for people who have never been in Pano, can you just give us a little bit of the history?
Yeah, my mother opened her first boutique in Mykonos, Greece in 1982, and my parents came here in 86. They originally had 4 shops in Vail Village and Lion's Head, and now it's just my mom and I in this little itsy-bitsy funky boutique.
Which is really fun because you get to do all the shopping, so you do all the buying for the location, and you guys have some really cool products that you source from really all around the world.
We do. We go to a bunch of different markets in Europe. We do some in California, within the borders as well, but we love going to London and Athens and Barcelona as well.
Which I love the jewelry here, and I love the meaning. I'm such a firm believer in the Greek evil eye, and so I actually just recently stopped in, bought this necklace, and I love it so much.
It's a great piece, and we all kind of need the extra juju that, we've kind of been missing out on the last couple of years.
Which I think is really important, and so people can come in here, they can shop. You've got shoes, you've got jeans, you've got hats, and then you've got some signature pieces that you've carried for a long time, like the jean jackets with the really beautiful sequence embellishments on the back.
Yeah, and my mom and I have actually been hand making those for the last 3 years now. So yeah.
I did not know that you guys were hand making them, and I come in here all the time and I'm like, these are so cool.
Yeah.
That is such an interesting fact about your location.
Yeah, and my mom actually started crocheting bikinis and beach bags in Mykonos back in the 80s. So funny, it's kind of, we still got it going on.
For sure. And so in any of the other products that you guys have in here you make specifically?
No, just the jean jackets now. But we're dabbling a little bit more in making jewelry again. So we'll see. Because my dad was a jeweler.
So you guys have a really cool story of making amazing clothing. The jean jackets, I'm so mind blown on that still right now because I've seen them so frequently. And when I used to work in Vail Village, I'd see people wearing them and I'd be like, oh, I know where you got that. And now I know who made it.
And you're going to get one.
And I'm going to get one. I'm definitely going to get one. It's on my list, and especially the Rolling Stones one. That one's my favorite.
Absolutely, that one's yours.
If people are interested in coming in to shop, what are your hours? And then can you give us a little description of your location?
We are 11 to 7 right now. Weekends we tend to be 10 to 8. It's just my mom and I. So we're both kind of in here. So if you know us, come say hi. And we're right on Gore Creek Drive, right by the Children's Fountain, in between Lancelot and Sweet Basil.
And so people can come in, they can shop, and then if people fall in love with an item and maybe they're leaving town so they don't buy the item here and then they think about it constantly, that's me. I'm that kind of shopper, and then I'm like, I should have bought it. How am I going to get my hands on it? Can they shop online?
They can. The website will be up July 1st. It's panoboutiquevail.com. And you can also check out our Instagram. I believe it's Pano Vail Boutique or at Pano Vail Boutique.
I love everything that you guys have in here, and so if people are interested, they should come shopping here. Are there any other really incredible facts about this location before people come shop?
I think that we are located in one of the most gorgeous buildings in Vail Village. All the woodwork was hand done, and it's just a wonderful piece of paradise in the middle of Vail Village.
And the best part is it's family owned and operated, so it's one of those few standing shops that has the heart and soul of the family in it.
Absolutely, and there's not very many left of us in the valley anymore, so make sure you shop your small local businesses, guys.
For real, and especially one like this. I did not know you guys made some of the clothes, and I'm still so blown away by it.
We put a lot of heart and soul, and you can definitely kind of see by the style of clothing that we have. We get a lot of our inspiration from traveling and just everything globally.
Which is really fun, and it's really fun to know that you guys have put so much love and dedication into things from the hats to the jewelry, and you can see the consistency throughout the jewelry and kind of that very homey and warm vibe with the clothing as well.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. You can tell we've got tons of evil eye jewelry and a lot of fun and funky stuff, even our animal hats. Those are very popular at the moment right now as well.
Nikita, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us and giving us a tour of the shop. I think now we have to end the interview so I can start shopping and trying some stuff on.
Absolutely. Anytime you come by.
Make sure that you come into Pano, located right here in Vail Village. It's absolutely incredible, from the jewelry to the hats to the clothing. There's something for everyone here, and I mean, look at this dress. It's adorable. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring or fall, you're home in the rocket that has it all, y'all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee is brewing and you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
We want to thank you all so much for tuning in to this Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail. Make sure to hug your loved ones just a little bit closer, because today is a hard day. It is 9/11, so just put that extra good energy out there into the world, just because we can always use it on these harder days that take place in our country, in our community, and just kind of all around. Make sure that you get out there and you soak up that sunshine while we still have it. We're anticipating, and I mean by anticipating, I am begging for these cooler temperatures to make our way into our community, as I am now mentally preparing myself for fall and for ski season. But you can still get out there. You can enjoy the Vail Farmers Market taking place today, Oktoberfest over in Lion's Head, and then of course check out the Vail Performing Arts Center. Make sure that you check out Vail Symposium as well. They've got some great programs that are continuing throughout the course of the next couple of weeks, and we've got some other great events happening. Make sure that you tune in. We're here 7 days a week to get you in the know before you go, only because there are so many incredible things that are still happening here in our community. Some great nonprofit organizations raising money for what they do here, and then of course just some other wonderful activities and events. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow. We'll be live from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. and we cannot wait to spend your Monday morning with you. I'm gonna go dive into some more Oreo truffles, because those are one of my favorite quick and easy little treats to make. So I'm gonna jet out of here, but we can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. You're home in the Rockies.